Hello, Quetzali, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes.
Great, excellent. Tell me, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Fine, fine, thanks to you. Okay, so, vale, vamos a iniciar la clase. Entonces, no sé si hay dudas o preguntas de lo que vimos la clase pasada.
No.
No. Ok, entonces, voy a compartir pantalla. Give me a second. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, but pero no lo abrí como tal. Give me a second, give me a moment. Okay, so ¿qué tal tu día? How is your day?
It's fine, thanks.
It's fine, thank. Okay, great, excellent. That's okay. Okay, so okay, ya está, ya lo tengo. Ahora sí. Entonces, bueno, hoy es 14 de febrero, entonces me gustaría decirte un Happy Valentine's Day. Entonces, el día de hoy vamos a hablar un poquito sobre Valentine's Day. Entonces, yo tengo una pregunta, ¿no? What do you do or what do you usually do on Valentine's Day? So, what do you usually do on Valentine's Day, Quetzali?
I usually do nothing special.
Ajá. What more?
I it's a normal day.
It's a normal day. So you didn't go out with friends? You don't go out with friends, or maybe I don't know, spend time with your boyfriend if you have. Maybe um, go out with your family. No?
No.
Okay. Welcome to class, Samantha. Can you hear me?
Hello, teacher. Yes.
Yes. Okay, entonces, Samantha, happy Valentine's Day. So I have a question. What do you usually do on Valentine's Day? What do you usually do on Valentine's Day, Samantha?
Happy Valentine Day too.
Ah,
It's a normal day for me.
it's a normal day by you.
Yes.
Okay. So you didn't go out with friends too? You don't go out to dinner or maybe exchange gifts? No?
I I do nothing.
You do nothing.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a boring. Sorry.
It's a boring day by you?
Yes.
Okay.
The love of my life in another part of the world.
Okay, well, it's okay. Don't worry. So maybe, Quetzali, do you have someone special by you?
Mm, Like a boyfriend or girlfriend? No,
Maybe a pet?
no,
No?
no. Just my
Okay.
friends, but we celebrate in other occasions.
In other occasions. Okay, what about you, Samantha? Do you have someone special?
No.
No. Okay. Well, we are going to quit here. Okay. Well, don't have sense. Well, yes. We are going to do a list. We are going to make a list of all things that do you like to do. All the things that do you like to do on Valentine's Day, ¿no? Que te gustaría hacer on Valentine's Day. For example, I don't know, go out to a cinema like this, no, or eat out, no, with friends, or maybe get a gift chocolates or flowers. Okay, so we're going to make a list by 5 things that do you like to do. Do you like to do? Okay. 5 cosas que te gustarían hacer on Valentine's Day. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
I don't, teacher.
Done. Ok, vale, vamos a ver entonces. Samantha, what things do you like to do on Valentine's Day?
Go to skate.
Go to skate, okay.
Go to eat out.
Okay.
Go to the park and listen to music. Playing video games and get flowers.
And get flowers. Okay, great. That sounds a really good ideas to have on Valentine's Day. What about you, Quetzali?
I want to eat candies,
Okay,
go to the park,
okay.
make a video call with my friends,
Uh-huh,
take a break,
uh-huh.
and go out with my friends.
Okay, that sounds a really good Valentine's Day. Okay, so we have here some things that you can do in Valentine's Day. For example, we have what's in and what's out. For example, things that you can do in, like cooking, a gourmet meal at home. You try out something new, maybe going after what you want on online dating sites, or thoughtful, meaningful gifts. And things that you can do out, for example, a meal at an overpriced restaurant, getting stuck in your comfort zone, being petty and bitter that you're alone on this day, and through less overpriced gifts. So in this case, what's in and what's out are things that you can do and other things that you can't do. Some things in, some things that are good idea, and out, things that aren't a good idea. This is clear, girls? Do you need, or do you want, do you have questions about vocabulary?
Mm,
Creo que no.
Do you think that no? Entonces, Samantha, ¿podrías traducir la que dice going after what you want on online dating sites? ¿Qué diría? ¿O qué dice? Que dice going after what you want on online dating sites.
Ir before, after, después. Ir después por lo que quieres a un sitio, bueno, ¿cómo se te diría? A un sitio en línea de citas.
Ok, entonces, ¿cómo sería una traducción un poquito más entendible? Porque sí, no, sería ir después, no, going after, de lo que deseas, ¿no? Ir después a lo que deseas hacer, por decirlo así, what you want, en un sitio de citas, ¿no?
Sería como compartir lo que te gustaría hacer en un sitio de citas online.
Sería mejor, quedaría mejor, ¿no? Compartir, ¿no? Ok. Mm, trying out something new. Quetzali. ¿Qué diría el de abajo? Truthful, meaningful gifts.
Regalos pensados y con significado.
Regalos pensados y con significado. Ok. Overpriced. ¿Qué es overpriced, Samantha?
Algo como exagerado, ostentoso.
Ajá. Exagerado, ostentoso. ¿Qué sería getting stuck? ¿Qué sería ese stuck, Quetzali?
De estar ahí atrapado. Atrapado en tu zona de confort.
Ok. Ajá. Estar atrapado. Entonces, stuck. Atrapado, atascado. Ok. ¿Qué sería, Samantha, being petty and bitter? Being petty and bitter that you're alone on this day.
Como siendo grosero y amargado.
Siendo grosero y amargado. Ajá, bitter, sí es amargado. Y petty, well, yeah, could be petty, amargado. O tiene otro significado como, pues sentirse insignificante, ¿no? Y amargado porque tú estás solo en este día. En vez de grosero, sería como petty, lo podemos utilizar, por ejemplo, sentirte pequeño, ¿no? Little o inferior, ¿vale? Entonces, petty como inferior, pequeño. Ahí al último que sale throw overpriced gifts.
Regalos sin significado y exageradamente caros.
Sin significado y caros. Ajá, Toggle sería como si la anterior Toeful era pensados, pues
Ujú.
serían regalos desconsiderados
Ok.
o poco considerados. Ujú. Ok. Entonces aquí tenemos una infografía, ¿no? Acerca de Valentine's Day. En este caso, 2018. Okay, so we have an infographic, and here's a look at how US consumers will be celebrating Valentine's Day this year. Okay, Samantha, can you help me reading this part, this line, please?
Okay. 19.6 billion total planet consumer spending for 7 billion yearly.
Okay, remember, cuando tienes el punto, es point.
Ah,
Entonces, 19.6, 4.7.
yes.
Okay.
4.7 billion yearly.
Ajá.
3.7 billion evening out.
Ujú,
2.0 billion flowers.
ujú.
1.8 billion candy. And 1.9 billion clothing.
Ok. No, Quetzali. Can you help me reading this, please? This part.
La de la rosa y hasta la carta, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
Ok. 198
90
98
billion.
billion
Mhm.
roses are produced for Valentine's Day each year. Celebrants will
Mhm.
use mobile devices to research their Valentine's Day purchases. 44.7% will use tablets. Over half will use smartphones. 180 million cards will be exchanged.
Okay. We have here some towns, no, on USA that have lovely names. Now, for example, Sudher, Rose City, Valentine, Loveland, Loven, Valentine, in Texas, now, for example, Key, Darling, Romance, Romeo, Love Valley, and Lovejoy. Okay, in this case, now we have here this part. Celebrants are most likely to give candies. Now that is the 15.5%. Getting cards, that is the 45.9%. The flowers are it's 35.6%. And the number four, we have an evening out, that is it 35.2%. And the last, no, the last is number five, an experience, that is the 23.7 point seven, yes, 0.7%. Okay, so do you understand, Samantha, about this infographic?
Que se gasta mucho dinero para los amores. Bueno, que se consumen muchas cosas. La principal son las rosas. Y pues lo que realmente, lo que más se regala también son luego los dulces.
Do you think that la principal en lo que se gasta son las rosas?
Ay,
¿Cuánto dice que se gastan?
perdón, no, se producen 198,000 billones. Sí, sí. No, se gasta más en joyería.
Ajá, se gasta más en joyería. Ok. ¿Y tú qué aprendiste, Quetzali?
Que está muy concentrado que se regala y, y que se hace como si, si no hubiera otras actividades u otras cosas que regalar.
Ok, y pues sí, ¿no? En esa parte tienes razón, que casi siempre son las mismas actividades, pero pues al final, no hablando de dinero, pues es bastante, ¿no? Y se mueve, ¿no? Muy bien el dinero, ¿no? Como ven aquí. No, y por ejemplo, aquí en esta parte de aquí dice, celebrants will use mobile devices to research their Valentine's Day purchase. En este caso dice que los que celebran usan, ¿no? Su teléfono, ¿no? Su teléfono para comprar, ¿no? Que ahorita ya, aparte desde el 2018, se empezó a usar el teléfono para encontrar o para encontrar lo que se quiere comprar o se compraba, ya se empezaba a comprar en línea, ¿no? Y en este caso decían que el 44.7% usa tablets y la otra mitad usa smartphones, ¿no? Ok. Okay, notice no, because this is my past simple and we don't learn past simple. Ok, vale, entonces vamos a cambiar de actividad. Give me a second. I'm going to share the book. Mm, mm. Okay, can you see the book, girls?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, the last class we did this activity, the listenings. Yeah,
Yes.
no, we did this activity too.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to continue. Vamos a continuar with the lesson D, a neighborhood guide. We have a reading. Okay, we have a letter A. Do you know any neighborhoods with these things? Tell the class. Okay, we have unusual boutiques, poetry readings, expensive jewelry stores, art galleries, and comedy clubs. So, Quetzali, do you know any neighborhood with these things?
Mm, yes.
Yes. And what kind of things that this neighborhood?
Ay, ¿me puede repetir la pregunta, por favor?
Okay, what things here, of here, no, that you have here in the screen, have that neighborhood?
Oh, eh, art galleries
Mm-hmm.
and expensive jewelry stores.
Expensive jewelry stores. Okay. What about you, Samantha? Do you know any neighborhoods with these things?
Yes.
Okay. And what these things that you have here in the screen have this that neighborhood?
Sorry, repeat, please.
Okay, it's the same question that Quetzali, no? So the question is, what of these things that you have in the screen have that neighborhood? The things that you have in the screen, what things have that neighborhood?
Expensive jewelry stores and usual boutiques.
Unusual boutiques. Okay, great, excellent. So we continue. So now we are going to read the website guide to a New York City neighborhood. So we have two questions. The first question is, what kinds of places are there and what do people do there? Okay, so I'm going to do it a little bigger. No, that's the same. Smaller. Okay, get it. So we have here the article, not the village. So welcome to Manhattan Greenwich Village. This artsy neighborhood has something for everyone. There are outdoor cafes, great theaters, music and comedy clubs, interesting stores, restaurants, and beautiful parks. Okay, Samantha, can you help me reading Bleecker Street Shopping?
The windows Shopping on this busy street is fun. There are some wonderful stores and usual boutiques. It's a great place to buy books, clothes, and jewelry. The stores are usually open between 11 a.m. and 8 o'clock p.m.
Okay. Quetzali, can you read Washington Square Park?
Washington Square Park. There are a lot of free events in this beautiful park concerts, movies, poetry readings, and more. It's also the perfect place to just sit and enjoy some quiet time and maybe play a chess game. It's open from early morning to 1 p.m.
Okay. Samantha, can you read live music in the village?
There's a great music vibe in the village with street performance, all record stores, and the village famous jazz clubs such as Fat Cat and the Blue Note. For more information about Shot, visit the Gotham Jazz website at el sitio
www dot
www.jazz.com.
exactly exactly. And the last, please, Quetzali, art in the village.
Art in the village. The village is full of art, and it's not just in the galleries. Check out this storefront covered in keys. Be sure to go to the Forbes galleries. The exhibits change throughout the year, and there is always something new to see. The galleries are open Tuesday through Saturday, and admission is free.
Okay, great. And the final, on the foot of the article on the page, we have call the visitor hotline at 1-555-805-4040 for more information about New York City. Okay, so what kind of places are there, Quetzaldi?
What? What? Can you
What
repeat,
kind?
please?
Uh-huh. What kind of places are there?
Okay. There are uh, stores,
Uh-huh.
bookstores,
Uh-huh.
uh, clothes stores, and jewelry stores.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So tell me, Samantha, what do people do there?
Um, the people got out to buy books and clothes and jewelry and listen to music in the clubs.
Hmm. Exactly. Okay, great. Do you have some questions, comments, girls, about vocabulary?
No.
No. Okay. So we move. So these are these statements true or false? Check by true or false, not true letter T, false letter F. Have here five statements. Now the first, Blacker Street is a great place to go window shopping. We have true and false. Okay, so please do the activity, and when you get ready, tell me. I'm going to move this. Can you read the article and the sentences, girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, right, excellent. So when you get ready, tell me, okay?
Don't, teacher.
Okay, we are going to check it. So, Quetzaldi, can you send me the answer by the first?
The
Bleecker Street is a great place to go. Window shopping
true.
is true. Okay, so Samantha, Washington Square Park opens at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Is true.
Is true. Quetzalli, Washington Square Park has free galleries.
It's false.
It's false. Samantha, www.godhamjazz.com is a website with information on jazz clubs.
Is true.
True. And the last number five, the four best galleries are expensive. Quetzalli?
It's false.
It's false. Okay, we are going to check it. True, false, false, true, and false. So only here, true, false, true, false, false, true, false. And number two, Washington Square. This is Washington Square. They open. No, it's not. Give me a second. Open at 1 o'clock in the morning. Here. Opens at 1 o'clock in the morning. And here say it's open from early morning to 1. It's open from early morning to 1. ¿Qué dice esa oración, Samantha?
Está abierto desde temprano en la mañana a la 1.
Está abierto desde temprano a la 1. Y luego la oración dice, Washington Square opens at 1 o'clock in the morning. ¿Por qué sería false?
Ah, ya. Bueno, porque está especificando que es una hora en específico, valga la redundancia, por el at, y en la oración está como alrededor, más o menos.
Ajá, abre
Ajá.
alrededor de la 1.
Ok.
Exactamente. Está abierto desde temprano, pero no es alrededor. Al tenerlo tú, te habla que dice hasta, ¿no? Abre desde temprano, o sea, desde bien temprano hasta la 1. Hasta la 1. Y en el caso de la oración dice Washington Square Park abre a la 1 en la mañana. Entonces, al tener el to, en este caso, dice hasta. Abre hasta la 1. ¿Ya? ¿Queda claro?
Yes.
Ok, porque acuérdense que cuando damos una hora exacta, tenemos que utilizar ¿qué preposición? Vimos tres preposiciones. ¿Cuáles eran, chicas?
At, in.
Ajá. At, in y on, ¿no?
Ujú.
Pero en este caso estamos hablando de tiempo, ¿no? Entonces, si es una hora exacta, tenemos at. Y en la parte de arriba no tenemos ni at, ni in, ni on. Tenemos to. Por lo tanto, es hasta, ¿vale? Abre desde temprano hasta, ¿vale? That's clear, girls?
Yes.
Okay, great, excellent. So we continue with the next. Okay, talk about it. Exciting places. Okay, answer the questions below. Discuss your ideas. Agree on the best places. We have what? So a great place to shop, a good place to find unusual clothes, a fun place to go window shopping. Where's an artsy neighborhood, a fun place to people watch, a beautiful park. What's a popular clubs, a good place to for live music, a good place to see art exhibits. Where's the best outdoor cafe? Where's an interesting museum? Where's an unusual building? Okay, so we are going to answer each question. When you get ready, tell me, and we are going to share no the your ideas of each. Okay, and obviously your partner, no, your classmate is going to answer if it's agree, not that it's a good, for example, the first, that is a great place to shop, or could be disagree that isn't a good place to shop, according that you share with us. Okay, that's clear the exercise.
Um, sí.
Okay, great. So when you get ready, tell me. Okay.
I'm done, teacher.
Okay, great, excellent. So, Samantha, tell me, what's a good place for live music?
Um, Sorry, teacher, pero I don't know um, a place.
You don't know a good place.
Mm-mm.
Okay, don't worry. What about you, Quetzali? What's a good place for live music?
I really don't know, but I put like answer for sol, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, could be. Could be. Okay, what do you think, Samantha? That's a good idea for us all?
It's a good idea. I never um go here. I
Go
never.
there? Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah, me too. But maybe it's a good idea. Okay. Quetzali, where's where's a fun place to people watch?
I think a good place to
Uh-huh.
to see people. It's uh, Mexico City subway.
And Subway? But a fun place. Fun place.
Oh, okay. Like Plaza Las Antenas.
Okay, could be a good place. No, because it's a mall, right?
Yes, and
And has a park. No, has a park
park.
in the surf, right? No, in the yes, has a park. No,
Yes,
on the
it
ceiling.
have it has a fortune. Ay, ¿cómo se diría rueda de la fortuna? Teo.
Okay. Okay, yes, it's true. It's a good place. It's a fun place to visit. What about you, Samantha? Where's a fun place to people watch?
Um, Chapultepec Park.
Chapultepec Park. Okay, but Chapultepec Park is closed, no? It, well, I remember that things get closed. Chapultepec.
Ay, perdón, teacher, como que de repente se va y viene.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. No, well, I remember that the Chapultepec closed. That don't work more. No.
I don't understand, sorry.
Yo recuerdo que Chapultepec lo cerraron. No trabaja más. Don't work more.
Yes, no feria, sino el parque como Chapultepec, el lago, las lanchitas.
Okay. The Chapultepec Park. Okay. Yes, it's true. It's different. Yes, it's true. Okay. Mm, Samantha, where's an unusual building?
Um, Museum Sumaya.
This is Maya Museum. Okay, yeah, that's a really unusual building. Okay, what do you think, Quetzali?
Yes, that is a unusual building, but I think
Uh-huh.
it's more unusual and a building with a tree in the middle. It's in Polanco.
It's in Polanco. That's what? Sorry?
It's a building with a
Uh-huh.
tree in the middle.
Ah, a tree in the middle. Okay. Yeah, that sounds an unusual building. Okay. Mm, Quetzali. What's a great place to shop?
I think Zócalo in Mexico City.
The Zocalo? Okay. What do you think, Samantha?
It's a great idea, and I think a greater place to shop is Forum Buenavista.
The
The
other place?
mall. Yes.
Okay, the Foro Buenavista. Okay. Yes, could be a good place. I'm agree with both.
Mhm.
Okay, Samantha, what's a good place to see art exhibit? A good place to see art exhibits.
Franz Mayer Museum.
Okay. What do you think, Quetzali?
I agree, but I think in Bellas Artes.
In Bellas Artes? Okay. It's other great place to see art exhibits. Okay. Mm, Quetzali, where's the best outdoor cafe?
Mm, I don't know any outdoor cafe.
You don't know any outdoor cafe. Okay, what about you, Quetzali?
Sam is the Nido Cafe. It's a it's a bits outdoor cafe.
Okay, and where is that? Where is the cafe?
Sorry, repeat please.
Where is that? Where is that cafe?
It's
Where
uh
is the
it's
location?
it's on Oxford Street in Roma Norte.
Okay, okay. So now you have a suggestion, Samantha. No, that cafe on Roma Norte. Okay, Samantha, tell me, um, where's a beautiful park? Where's a beautiful park, Samantha?
I think Chapultepec Park.
Chapultepec Park. Okay. What do you think, Quetzali?
Yes, I agree. Chapultepec, it's a beautiful park and have a lot of fun activities.
Okay. Have a lot of fun activities. Okay, Quetzali, tell me, what's a fun place to go window shopping?
I think any square.
Any
I don't
square?
know any particular.
Okay. Well, maybe in whatever mall, no? Okay, what do you think, Samantha?
Miniso because has a beautiful thing.
Ah, okay, yes, it's true. Okay, I have a question. I don't know if I asked you. What's the meaning of window shopping?
um, Como cosas que están en escaparate.
Ajá, no comprar, no, pero viendo los escaparates exactamente. Okay, great, excellent. And Miniso is a good place, no, because you have all the things that you can see, no?
Yes.
Okay, on different shelves. Samantha, where's an interesting museum? Where's an interesting museum, Samantha?
Mm, Sumaya Museum.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, Sumaya Museum is an interesting museum. What do you think, Quetzali?
I think it's um, interesting too. Woman, the Woman Museum.
The Woman Museum. Okay, could be other option, the Woman Museum. Okay, great. Excellent. Okay, so Quetzali, what's a popular club that you know?
I don't know any club. I prefer um, parks and other activities.
And other activities. Okay, what about you, Samantha? What's a
Mm,
popular club?
I never visit a club, sorry.
Okay, so do you prefer to do other activities like Quetzali, right?
Yes.
Okay, don't worry. Um, Quetzali, where's an artsy neighborhood? Artsy neighborhood.
In Roma Norte
In Roma Norte. Why?
because there's a hospital and around the hospital is a lot of bazaars and uh, art.
Okay, in the walls. Art in the walls. Painting in the walls, right?
Yes,
Okay, okay. What about you, Samantha? Where's an artsy neighborhood?
Mm, Roma Norte too, because I think no, because I think the same, but in the street are many activities.
Are many activities? For
Yes.
example,
Um, Play the guitar. Um, People fighting in the street.
okay, okay, great. So the last question, Samantha. What's a good place to find unusual clothes?
Mm, Stradivarius
Uh-huh.
is
Okay.
a store with creative clothes.
Okay. What do you think, Kitali?
mm, eh, Tianguis, ¿cómo se diría tianguis?
Ok, buena pregunta. Tianguis. ¿Alguien se acuerda cómo se dice mercado de pulgas?
Mm, Flea market.
Flea market. Entonces tiene el mismo significado que tianguis, porque al final de cuentas, eh, pues hay cosas que se venden ya usadas, ¿no?
Ok,
Entonces, market tianguis. Pero tianguis no podría también ser street market. No, market y luego street. Street market. Podría también ser otra opción, ¿vale?
ok.
O-
En street markets.
Ok. Great, excellent, girls. Okay, so we are going to finish the class by today. I don't know if you have some questions or comments.
No, sí, solo una duda, teacher.
Yeah.
En las preguntas de esta actividad, ¿cuál era la diferencia entre preguntar what's a great place to shop al where a fun place to people watch? ¿Solamente entre la ubicación y el nombre del lugar en específico?
Ajá,
Ok,
exactamente. ¿Qué o cuál y dónde?
ok. Entonces, ya
Ok,
ninguna.
any. Ok, vale, entonces, si ya no hay más dudas, si no hay más preguntas, terminamos la clase del día de hoy y nos vemos el día de mañana,
Mañana.
girls.
Thank you
Okay.
so much. I
Thank
see
you.
you
Thanks to
Happy
you.
Valentine's Day.
Uh,
Bye.
to, thanks to you, girls. Have a happy Valentine's Day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.